Mid-1980s, the LAPD became aware of an apparent serial unaliver targeting black women who were chronic drug users and street S-workers. The unaliver, dubbed the Southside Slayer, was believed to have been responsible for stabbing and strangling at least 13 S-workers between 1983 and late 1985. At one point, unalivings were colloquially known as the In September 1985, the LAPD described the case at a press conference and asked for tips from the public. Following the press conference, the LAPD was heavily criticised for their failure to alert the South Central community to a possibility of a serial unaliver earlier. Activist Margaret Prescott and other community activists held weekly protests outside the LAPD's headquarters in an effort to pressure the department into forming a task force to investigate the unalivings. Prescott contrasted the apparent lack of police interest in the South Central unalivings with the significant attention given to the investigation of Richard Ramirez, the serial unaliver dubbed the Night Stalker, who targeted women in upscale areas of LA and San Francisco between June 1984 and August 1985. Prescott accused the LAPD of indifference to the deaths of the women who were poor, black, drug users and S-workers, which the LAPD denied. By January 1986, 15 unalivings had been linked to the case. More detectives were added to the joint LAPD-LASD investigation, but by 1986 the case was still under investigation. Prescott formalized her group of activists as a community group called the and in March 1986 pressured the LA City Council to increase the reward money they were offering for information on the killings from $10,000 to $25,000. By late 1986, conflicting modus operandi and suspect descriptions caused the investigators to doubt their original theory of a single unaliver being responsible for all the unalivings. Evidence suggested that several serial unalivers, possibly 4 or more, were unaliving women in South LA. The Southside Slayer Task Force began downsizing in 1987 due to the lack of results relative to the expense and manpower being used. Task Force Commander Lieutenant John Zorn told the Los Angeles Times in December 1987 that